we're going to go over guidance on cannabis waste management.
All right, so this is the guidance on cannabis waste management and requirements. This guidance is not legal advice. Again, this is not legal advice. It is created with the intent to assist marijuana establishments to handle waste disposal effectively and in accordance with state laws and regulations. Please consult an attorney if you have any questions regarding the legal requirements that apply to waste disposal. Managing solid waste materials. Like any other business, marijuana establishments generate a variety of common waste materials. While some materials need to be disposed of in the trash, others should be recycled or composted. Massachusetts has waste disposal ban regulations available at the following link that ban the disposal of certain materials in the trash. Commonly generated waste that is banned from disposal include cardboard, bottles and cans, paper and leaves and yard waste. You can see more information on the waste bans and what materials are banned from disposal under the waste ban regulations, the Massachusetts Department of Environmental Protection, Mass DEP, considers cannabis plant material to be commercial organic material. This material is banned from disposal in the trash if a business generates 1 ton or more per week for disposal. If a marijuana establishment generates 1 ton or more of commercial organic material per week, again, that's 1 ton or more, it will need to divert the material from disposal, typically to a compost or anaerobic digestion operation. If a marijuana establishment generates less than 1 ton of plant material per week, the material may be disposed of in the trash, although Mass DEP still encourages this material to be composted where possible.
Composting or anaerobic digestion. According to statutes, cannabis plant parts and associated materials sent for composting or anaerobic digestion, AD, must first be ground and mixed with other organic materials such that the cannabis material is rendered unusable. Other organic materials may include growing media, soil, mulch, food waste, or agricultural materials such as manure or other plant materials. There are no unique requirements for hauling this material to a compost or AD facility. Mass DEP does not license or grant permits to waste haulers. The best place to start is to check with haulers that currently service businesses in the area, though ideally, a marijuana establishment should work with a hauler that has experience hauling other similar organic materials. If you need to find a new hauler, you can search for haulers by material type and location at Recycling.
It's 7 o'clock.
Thank you. Once on the web page, select the material type, food waste compostables for cannabis plant materials. Note, you can also use this web page to search for recycling service providers. A hauler can help you determine which facility to deliver your material to, as well as the number and size of containers you need to meet your needs. You can also search for compost or AD facilities that can accept that material using that same link, or by referring to Mass DEP's list of sites accepting diverted food material.
On-site composting. In some cases, it may work well for a marijuana establishment to compost materials on-site. Composting on-site requires sufficient space to construct and maintain a compost pile, as well as additional materials to mix with cannabis plant material to compost successfully. For general guidance on composting practices, please refer to the Massachusetts Department of Agricultural Resources Composting Guidebook. Under Mass DEP's regulations, a business can compost up to 20 cubic yards of material per week on site. Again, that's 20 cubic yards of material per week on site, but must complete and submit a one-time notification form to Mass DEP and your local Board of Health. If you're interested in composting on site, you can receive free assistance and guidance through the Recycling Works in Massachusetts Compost Site Technical Assistance Program.
Solid waste disposal. The requirements under statutes for disposing of cannabis waste are similar to those for sending it to composting or AD. The cannabis waste must be ground and mixed with other solid waste so that the material is rendered unusable. Suitable materials for mixing cannabis waste for disposal include food waste, coffee grounds, manure, sawdust, or growing media. The best approach is to work with your existing waste hauler to provide this collection service. Cannabis waste mixed with other solid waste can be brought to any permitted transfer station, landfill, or municipal waste combustion facility for disposal. Your solid waste hauler will typically determine the best nearby facility to deliver the waste to for disposal, and a hauler can also help you determine what number and size of containers you need to meet your needs.
Storage, documentation, and record keeping. Cannabis waste should be stored in a secure and locked container and location prior to collection. Under statutes, at least 2 marijuana establishment agents, again, 2 marijuana establishment agents must witness and document how the marijuana waste is handled. The same regulation requires your business to develop and maintain records for at least 3 years. Again, that's 3 years. That include how the cannabis waste is secured prior to collection, the date the material is sent for composting, anaerobic digestion, or disposal, the type and amount of material managed, the name, location, type of facility to which the material was delivered. The facility can provide a scale or load ticket that includes all of this information, the manner of disposal or handling, and the names and signatures of the 2 agents who witnessed the material management. This 3-year period is extended for the duration of any enforcement action and also may be extended by an order of the commission.
Hazardous waste management. Marijuana establishments may also generate some waste that need to be managed as hazardous waste. This may include spent lighting, pesticides, solvents, used oil, or other chemicals used in facility operation and maintenance. Massachusetts hazardous waste regulations include provisions governing storage, how much material, and for how long. Labeling, manifest, transportation, and final management and disposal. If you generate hazardous waste, you will need an EPA ID. Your hazardous waste generator status determines how much waste you may accumulate at your site at one time and how quickly you need to ship it off-site for recycling or disposal. Please see the Mass DEP's hazardous waste generation webpage for more information and guidance. Managing liquid waste. Liquid waste containing marijuana or byproducts of marijuana processing shall be disposed of in compliance with all applicable state and federal requirements. These requirements will depend on how liquid waste from a facility is being managed, whether discharged via a sewer connection, holding tank, or to groundwater or surface water. For more information on the applicable regulations and points of contact for each, please see the links in the regulation links and context section below. Packaging. It is recommended that recyclable and compostable packaging be used for marijuana products. Existing resources relative to packaging include the following. For recycling, Mass DEP maintains a website with educational guidance, www.recyclesmartma.org. This website summarizes what types of packaging are recyclable at our recycling facilities. For general guidance, see the link below, and for more specific questions, you can search the Recyclopedia using the search bar at the top of the page on the website. For compostable packaging, search the internet for organizations that certify compostable packaging. Specifications relative to labeling are available at the following links.
Regulation links and contacts. For any facility-specific permitting questions, please contact your Mass DEP regional office. You can find which Mass DEP region you are in using the Mass DEP's list of environmental protection locations. Links to relevant regulations are as follows: Massachusetts Waste Ban Regulations, Massachusetts Hazardous Waste Regulations, Surface Water Discharge Permit Program, Groundwater Discharge Program, Operation, Maintenance, and Pre-Treatment Standards for Wastewater Treatment Works, Sewer System Extension and Connection Permit Program, Industrial Wastewater Holding Tanks and Containers. Other resources. For assistance with recycling, running a compost operation, and solid waste management, please contact the Recycling Works in Massachusetts program at 888-254-5525, by email at info@recyclingworksma.com, or visit the program website at www.recyclingworksma.com. Recycling Works in Massachusetts is funded by Mass DEP and administered under contract with Mass DEP by the Center for Ecotechnology. The program provides free assistance to Massachusetts businesses on waste reduction, recycling, composting, and best management practices. Questions? If you have additional questions, please contact the Commission at 617-701-8400 or cannabiscommission@mass.gov.